Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe to y'all, let's get it. Let's go. Man, that joke was crazy, man. I promise y'all, man. Like, that's like me. I'm dumb short. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm super short. Like, this is as short as I ever been. The crib is right there looking at me. The crib, like, come on, bro. You're almost there. It's like it's talking to me. But I still got the maniac instinct to watch this type of stuff. I'm sorry. I'm being honest with y'all, man. Like, it was crazy. I was thinking, to be honest with y'all, that's why I was thinking I was going home from Lawrenceville, because Lawrenceville, I didn't really have to battle predators like that. I didn't really have to battle predators, man, like, and have to witness all that madness, man. Then they gonna send me back to Greensville, man. Greensville was like success with the predators, man. Like, they was everywhere. They was everywhere, man. That's why I noticed, man, that man was in the park. That man was in the park snapping out. Like, he was looking at that joint like it was Candyland. They had the white dudes in there. They had the young black boys in there. They had, it was just like, it was Candyland to this guy, man. I know it was, man. So nevertheless, though, he still tightened up, pause, and he got himself together as far as what he had to do. And before you knew it, man, them people called a meeting in the pod. And I remember coming out. I didn't really like participating in the meetings because I'm like, man, I'm short, man. I don't really care what y'all, I don't care. Y'all do whatever y'all gonna do, man. Just let me off a rec. Give me my trays. Let me use the phone, man. I don't care what y'all do, man. Like, let me watch my TV shows on Sundays, man. Like, I didn't care what they do, man, to be honest with y'all, man. But they threw the meeting, and the sergeant dude was there. The sergeant dude came out. He wasn't even our building sergeant like that, but like, he was somebody that always would be in our building. So they came in the joint. It was like, look, it was like, we got a new program, man. We want some people to sign up for, man. It was like, so since ain't nobody gonna never sign up for it, because we know y'all ain't, we gonna go ahead and sign people up for it. He was like, this is what we gonna sign up for. Everybody who just came in the pod last month or the month before last, everybody, they gonna be on the list. So the class that you doing, you gonna transition over to his class. Then he called his name. He said he gonna transition over to Mr. Jimmy class. So I'm looking at the junk like, man, that's me. I fall under that criteria because I just got in the block not too long ago. So I'm like, why is he forcing us to go to class with a predator? Like, this is a known predator. This is a known, but he's a known predator. Like, they already know he's a lunatic and all of this. But I'm just like, this junk crazy. I'm like, man, so my old homeboy, the white dude that came with me, he kind of like, he ain't no crazy looking, weak looking white dude though. He had a little size to him, bald head. He just was short, you know what I mean? But he was cool though, but he was going home before me. So he fall under that, because me and him came over there to, like, they put him over there, and then I came right behind him, pause, and from the intake junk. So we was like under the same umbrella. So he like, man, we got to go to his class. I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, man, dude, shake, rattle, and roll too. He was like, shake, rattle, and roll. What's that? I'm like, bro, listen, man, doing the hokey pokey, man. He was like, doing the hokey. Oh, man, go ahead with that, man. Go ahead with that. For real, how you know? I'm like, bro, everybody say he's a lunatic, man. He's a psycho. That's what he got going on. He been on this camp, man. He was like, he looked like it too. He was like, why we got to go to his class? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't know what they got going on. I was like, man, I'm just trying to get it over with, man. I don't care though, man. Like, I don't really care what they got going on, because you had to go to this. Like, if you don't go to this, that's not completing what they want you to do, and that's not letting you stay in that block. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, this junk crazy. Like, this can get in the way with you going to the crib and everything, man. So I wasn't too pleased that I was gonna have to start taking this class. But I'm watching a psycho kind of clean himself up, pause. Even though he shake, rattle, and roll, I already knew that he was a lunatic, but he looking like he trying to clean himself up on some like, yeah, like I'm finally gonna stop being a lunatic out my whole life, and I'm just gonna try to tighten up for the sergeant, because for real, y'all, the sergeant is the one that want me to go home. And that's sad that somebody's saying it like that. I'm joking, but that's probably what he was thinking, because he didn't look like nobody that wanted to go home, y'all. So boom. So it's official now. Now he has a class. So the joint in the morning time, it always be after breakfast. As soon as we come back from after breakfast and they get like the first little school, people going this place, that place, that's when the class will start. And it's right upstairs in the same, on the top tier. It's like Greensville jump was different. Like they top tier leads to like the classes and like the sergeant offices and other places, elevator, like they jump was sweet. Like they jump won't like how long Sussex 2 jump, they won't like that. So they jump was different. Like everything was like back there. So that's why our classes was at. So I can remember going to the class, y'all. I go to the class and I was kind of late when I went to the class, you know what I mean? Because I didn't go to breakfast because it was usually some BS with breakfast unless it's pancakes. That's the only good thing I think they had for breakfast. So I didn't go to breakfast. So I'm kind of like lollygagging to go to the class, but I got up and brushed my teeth kind of late. I was like, oh, I forgot, man. I gotta go to this class. Got myself together. So I hit the button. I tell the lady, I was like, look, I'm supposed to be in class. She was like, well, why you ain't leave out when everybody was leaving then? I was like, cuz, man. I was like, I overslept. She was like, well, I'm gonna see if they accept you. I was like, see if they accept me. I'm like, all right. I went to lay back down. I mean, I was still dressed. I'm like, go ahead, chill. You know what I mean? So I lay back down. Waited. Intercom, come on. White, yes. Yeah, they say, look, come on. They say you can go. So, all right. So she opened my door. I get to walking. I mean, it ain't too far from my joint. On the back part of the top tier, I was the second cell. So it didn't take me long to go around the corner a little bit. You know what I mean? Walk over there. So when I get in the joint, I see everybody in the class. I peek and I can see everybody in the class. I was like, man, let me go in the joint. So I walk in. Everybody in the class. I look. I couldn't see the dude Jimmy at first because he was sitting in a little desk over here like a real teacher desk. So he's sitting in the joint. So when I come in, I see everybody like they filling out paperwork and all this stuff. So I'm like, what's going on? I see the white dude that I know. I was like, what's up? What's going on? He was like, he got us filling out our paperwork first before the class start. I'm like, paperwork? What kind of paperwork is this? I look. That joint had first name, last name, birth date, where you from. This. I was like, what, he made this? I'm like, what is this, a booty bandit cheat sheet? Dude, what is this, man? I'm like, yo, I ain't filling this out, man. He was like, man, look, just don't fill out what you don't want. This. I was like, I think the old head Jimmy heard us. Like, he didn't really hear us, but I think he was still like, you know what I mean? Like, he was looking like, he almost, I think I heard him say, shh. Somebody said, shh. So I tell him, bro, like, yo, bro, like, man. So the dude, Jimmy, this when I first hit, he like, hey, look. He was like, how you doing? I'm Jimmy. His hand, he stuck his hand out to do a handshake. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I looked at that jump first, and I know he seen me. But y'all know I'm trying to be cordial. I'm trying to be cordial because the main goal is wet. Getting back on the streets, y'all. So boom, that's what the main goal was, y'all, man. But he stuck his hand out, Paul. He was like, how you doing? I'm Jimmy. I was like, that's what my head was going. I was like, I dapped his hand. Word, I ain't shake his hand. I was like, how you doing? Weezy. He was like, Weezy, your real name? I was like, yeah, that's what they call me. He was like, what's your real name? I said, man, come on, man. I said, look, man, nobody don't be telling people my government, man. What you got going on, man? He was like, man, look, you don't know who I am. I was like, nah, I don't know who you is. I heard about you, though. What's up? He was like, what's up? I'm like, nah, I ain't saying it like that. Like, what's up? Like, I seen the maniac coming out of him a little bit. That's word. It's about what's up? I was like, nah, I won't saying what's up because I wasn't, though. I ain't saying it like that. I was like, no, I won't saying it like that. I'm just like, nah, what's up, though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't be giving people my real name. I was like, the other dude in the class ain't asked for our real name. I was like, they know our real name. I was like, I don't have to give it to you, though, for real. He was like, that's word. Looked like I seen him do a woo-saw in his mind. He did like this. He was like, look, Weezy, let's start over. I'm Jimmy. You Weezy, right? I'll call you Weezy. No problem. Let's take your seat. Take your seat. I was like, man. I was like, man, all right, man. You know what I mean? I went and sat down. So I'm like, man, like, I got a little attitude, but I still, like, I don't want to mess nothing up and have them trick me up and get me out of this joint. You know what I mean? So I ain't even gonna lie. That first class was in the way. That jump was in the way, man. I was acting like I wasn't interested because I didn't care about doing nothing. He was another one of those dudes that just let you just want to just freaking everybody talking and, hey, look, tell me what you would do. I don't want to keep talking and doing this. Like, you're not really teaching. And I'm not knocking those dudes. Like I told you, I wasn't knocking those guys. But, like, I don't have time to be going back and forth about scenarios, man. You know what I mean? Like, the real deal is right around the corner. If you're not ready for it, man, you better fold your chair up and go home then, y'all. So, boom. I was ready for the street, man. I didn't have to do this, but this is the stuff that's required. This is what goes on. So that I left out of that class feeling like me and dude probably left on a bad note. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, yo, bro, tighten up. I'm telling myself, like, yo, Weezy, tighten up, man, because it ain't no need for you to go at it with this maniac. Like, dude, a maniac here, shake, rattle, and roller. So there's no need to do this. There's no need to do this. This is my word. So I'm talking to myself about this, and I had to check myself because it was all good information. I don't supposed to be doing nothing, man. Don't push nothing at this guy. You about to go to the crib. And I wasn't, man. You know what I mean? But still, though, man, I wasn't feeling this junk, man. So Doc, I don't know how he heard about it, but he heard about the joint, and he called me like, what's up? Hey, Weezy, come here. I'm like, what's up? He was like, what happened in that class? I'm like, man, look, man. I was like, dude, man, like, he was asking me my real name and all that stuff, man. Write it on a piece of paper. I was like, why you want people's real name? He was like, I don't ask for real names, but, you know, that might be how he abducted his class, Weezy, man. Like, don't mess up his class. Like, you know, he didn't report you, but I heard him talking to he was talking to the other dude from Richmond. It was a dude from Richmond. That was another teacher in there. You know what I mean? But not a teacher, but another guy that was doing the program. He was talking to him about it. And I said, who, what Weezy? The one on the phone with me? The one on the phone line? He was like, yeah. So I'm like, man, for real, man? I was like, what'd he say? So I don't like people disturbing my class. I was like, I didn't disturb his class. I didn't disturb his class, man. That's word, I didn't, man. I was like, man, we're not seeing eye to eye on how he carrying. He was like, man, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, he trying to change. He trying to change, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for him to change. I'm like, man, all right, man, I didn't really care. You know what I mean? I don't really care, man. So went on, next day had the class, and then for real, he pulled up on me on the third day. He was like, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, your energy ain't matching what it's supposed to be, so I ain't gonna report that you ain't been coming to class, but I'm just asking you nicely, don't come to class. So I'm like, for real? He like, yeah, don't come to class. I'm like, no. I'm like, you sure? He like, yeah. I ain't gonna turn it. I'm just gonna fill it out like you in class. He was like, but I see you don't want to be in class. And when you go home, I was like, soon. He was like, yeah. So look, it ain't nothing. I'm like, yeah. He was like, I'm trying to make parole. That's all I'm trying to do. He was like, you know, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm trying to do the right thing. So like, I'm just trying to do. I'm like, listen, I don't got no problem with you. And I was being honest. I was like, I don't have no problem with you, man. So like, if you want to write me off on the class, I'm cool with that. Like, just to get out your way. I was cool with that, y'all. He was like, I'll do it. I said, that's a bet. So boom, went on about my way, man. I say like another week into the class. Like, you know, people be getting just filtered, and like people be getting recycled out the pod, and different people be coming in, and you will see this person now, that person gone out, some new people. Like, that's how our block was. It was one of those type of blocks, you know what I mean? So I look up, they bring in this young black dude. Like, black dude looked like he was probably about in his early 20s, you know what I mean? Like, he was in his early 20s, but at the same time though, like, you know, now he's struck because, like I say, I didn't get moved in there from the beginning. Somebody looked out to get me over there. Like I say though, that pod though, like, it depends how much time you got, who you know. That's how that pod is. So the young black dude turned out to be a dude that's about to go home. So he fall under the criteria that he got to go into class with Jimmy. So the dude Jimmy, man, like, you know what I mean? Now dude in the block. Like, the young boy, he one of them old adventurous young boys, you could tell, because he comes straight in and he pull up on the dudes from the R. He ain't even know them, man. He's not from the R. He comes straight in the block. He pull up on the dudes from the R and just start talking to him. Like, you know, he's trying to think he a mingle king like me, but he's not. But I guess he was sparking a conversation just to see if he can get on the phone or not. So he's talking to them, and then next thing you know, they let him on the phone, and then he chilling, you know what I mean? He just was one of those dudes you could tell. The next thing you know, I see him over there. Like I told y'all, they got to go in the back. It's like a back door. Like, the back door, like, you go through this door to go outside because the yard is in the backyard. So it's a back door, but you go in that back door if they not having wreck, the gate joint is locked. But the gate beside you is the pod on the intake pod. So dudes be back there in that joint with the with the tobacco game. That's what dudes be doing in that joint. And it was weird when I first saw that. Like, yo, everybody go in the back closet to do that? And that's what they was doing. You know what I mean? So that's what they were doing back there. So that's what be happening in that back room, that back little closet joint. That back door that go to the outside. So I look, and I see the young boy already in the back. You know what I mean? He already in the back. He back there with the white dude and another dude. They back there hitting us. I don't know what they was hitting. Don't get me to lie. But he's back there, and this is his first, like, 3-4 hours in the block. But, like, he one of them dudes, I guess, don't care about going home. So that's what made me think that he wasn't going home, that somebody ended up telling me that he about to go to the crib. So he go to his class for the first time. You know what I mean? He go to his class for the first time. So I noticed when we was working out, when he came in the pod that first day, he was watching us. Like, he came over, like I told you, he was being adventurous to everybody. He walked over where we was at. He watched us do our workout, pause. Like, he was just watching. You know, dudes would do that. And then sometimes dudes would be like, yo, can I get in with y'all? Be like that. So he watching us do our workout. So after he had did that, that's when he had his first class. So he go to his class. So you know he fall under Jimmy class. So he going into class with Jimmy. You know what I mean? He in the jump. So that jump crazy. So I'm like, man, that jump wow. So the dude that be working out with me, he ended up getting cool with the little young boy. And the young boy, like, from what I used to see from the young boy, he wasn't really my type of guy. You know what I mean? He was super green. He didn't have a lot of time. I think he was going home before all us. You know what I mean? But he was super green. He was just too, I ain't even gonna say where he from, but he was just like too friendly. He was too friendly, man. I'm talking about friendly with everything, man. Like, you'll see him, he'll come out, he'll make him like, he used to make him like to steal the jail pieces, like just with the Cheeto bag, and put the stuff all in the Cheeto bag, and split it open and cut it. He'll be down there at the table, and he'll be eating the joint, and you'll see different dudes just pull up, like, he'll be like, yeah, you want what? He feeding everybody. And I'm not saying you can't do that, man, but he just don't know, man. He's living in Shake, Rally, and Roll on the Low Central, y'all, so boom. He don't know what this place is, man. He don't know this is the home of predators on the low. So too friendly for me was what I thought about, bro, man, the young boy, man. So now he been in class with dude, you know what I mean? So my homeboy tried to act like he was trying to bring him in the workout one day. So I was like, for real, bro, like, it's already 4 of us, bro. It was me and 3 other dudes, you know what I mean, that I rock with strictly on working out. So I was like, it's already 4 of us, bro. I was like, ain't no need, you know what I mean? So he was like, all right, cool. So we tried clapping. The young boy kind of gave me like a feeling that I ain't really want to rock with him too tough, man. So kind of clapped him, man. So I can remember, man, like, we going outside to work out. You know what I mean? I can remember we going outside to work out. And I never really go outside to work out. But I was just thinking, man, like, this would be like one of the first times, this is a good time for me to go outside and mess with this weight pile. So the reason I didn't really like hitting the weight pile, y'all, because the weight pile used to look spooky. Now I can look out my back window I can look out my window in my cell, and I can see the yard. My window where I was at, I told you I was on the back wall on the top tier. My window was the backyard, you know what I mean? So I could see wreck, and I used to see how the weight pile used to look. It was like a freaking concrete square, and they'll let 1 million people up there too. They don't want to let no more than they'll lock the gates, and you locked in that little freaking square on the yard. Like, you own a yard, but you in that square already in another lock, and a fence you can't really jump. So I'm like, man, this junk crazy. So that's why I ain't like it. I'm about to go home. That junk was super gangland out. I was like, I don't like this junk, man. But I was like, dudes trying to talk me into it, like, Weezy, let's go work out. Let's go work out, man. We can go, bro. Come on, man. Let's get the weights one time. So I'm like, man, I didn't really touch no weights since I've been here, man. So I'm like, all right, so we planned it. So we going out. So I look, I see the young boy, everybody going outside. Everybody going outside. I even look and seeing Jimmy going outside. Now, Jimmy used to work out, you know what I mean? Like I say, he looked washed, but he done, since he came back in the park, like he changed his life, he done started working out too. So he dressed like he about to work out. So they call Rec. We all go outside. We all outside. We all out on the yard. We go to the little weight pile joint. We all get in there. Everybody made sure they got in there before they closed the gate. A lot of people didn't get in. A lot of people did. We got in the joint. So we in the joint, man. It's my word. I'm right there. And it's like, I won't even, you know what I mean? Like, I won't even thinking about it, like, for real. I'm just trying to find where I can get in, where I fit in that pause. Like, because it was like, I see everything they got, but people already experienced how they coming and what they doing. And just imagine this, y'all. This is a prison atmosphere. There's a lot of people up here, and people already knowing where they going. So I'm following my homeboy. So we get to like a bench press joint. So I look, the first person I seen on the bench, my homeboy was like, yo, who after y'all? What up? Jimmy was like, could follow in with us. Yeah, because we gonna probably do like 20 reps, then we gonna roll to the next one. Y'all can fall in with us, though. I was looking like, fall in with y'all? I was like, hold on, man. I don't know about falling in with this, man. My homeboy was like, hey, look, all right, F it then. He was like, all right, F it, we going with them. Hey, come on, Weezy. I'm like, so I look up. I just see the young boy, man. My word, y'all, this jump was crazy, man. I look, I see the young boy on the bench. He get on the bench. The weight jump's right there. He get on the bench. He lead back. When I looked, pause, man. When I looked, man, I just seen Jimmy standing, like Jimmy nuts was right by his head, man. That's the only thing I can remember, y'all. That man was like, Jimmy was over top of that nigga like, balls everywhere.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.